So today we are going to see first the introduction of RDS, then we will see its benefits, then we will move on to the practical based. The RDS, it's a AWS very famous service called Relational Database Service. Okay, so it's a database service. Let's suppose if you have a website, something like a Myntra, okay, or a Amazon, so they have a lot of traffic, okay, and they have a lot of data. They don't want the data loss. They don't even want their database to be go down, not for a single minute, you can say. So they want a high service, high availability, and high scalability, you can say. Okay. So for that, you want a fully managed service. So AWS is providing a fully managed service called RDS. So you just have to create a database there. Okay. With that database, directly you can uh, attach that with your instance and you can use the database directly. Okay. That's a RDS database service. So you can set up or you can create any database engine like MySQL, PostgreSQL, MariaDB, Oracle, whatever your app will compatible, you have to install that. Okay, you have to set up that. So what are the benefits? As I told you, it's a fully managed service. It is a high availability and scalable. Like you can actually put it in different availability zones. Also, you can put a read copy in the different region. Like for example, if you have your audience coming from America and India. So in the Indian region, in the Mumbai region, you can actually create a read replica or a replica of it, and also in the US. So the traffic will be get divided, or it's a high availability. You can say, okay, latency will be get less. Scalable, it's a highly scalable. Just with few clicks, you can increase the storage size. Okay, you can scale it. You can also scale the compute. Both the things you can do. It's a cost efficient and secure. Okay, if you're using it for one day, you only have to pay for one day. It's a pay as you go model. Okay, I hope you know this thing. Secure, of course, it's a very secure. Like you can make such a architecture where your database will be only connected with the same VPC. Okay, and anything you can do with your database. Okay, then automated backups and snapshots. So you can make the automate backups. You can make the snapshots. Okay, you can revert with the snapshots and backups. Okay, so for monitoring purposes, you can also do it in the monitoring. Okay, like with the CloudWatch. So you can watch the compute. You can watch the you can say storage or the compute, like whether it is taking more compute, so that you can increase the compute size. Okay, so everything you can do with your RDS, okay, the monitoring and all the things, okay. This is the benefits of the RDS, okay. Coming to the practical things, okay, because things are actually work in a practical. Theory will be taught by everyone, so we don't want to like deep in the theory. So we'll go and create the EC2 instance. We will install the Git. We will clone our web application code. So whatever the code is there for our application to run, we will clone it from the Git. Okay. So firstly, we will install the Git and we will clone that. Okay. And also we will install the related requirement packages for running our application. Okay. And also for connecting our RDS. Okay. So in the EC2, we will launch a EC2 instance. So I will give a name here, app. Okay. We will launch two instances. Okay. Like we wanted two instances. So why should we not launch it directly from the single clicks? Okay, so I'm selecting the Red Hat operating system. Okay, then we will keep the default things. Okay, then after I will come at the down in the key pair. I will create a new key. Okay, new app hyphen key, new app key. Okay, I will create it, so it will be getting downloaded in my uh, local system. Okay, then in the networking, what we will do? I will select here availability zone. Okay, sorry, the subnet. Okay, then after I will come at the down. I will add here a port 5000 because we have a Python based application. So it needs a 5000 port to use. Okay. I will scroll down and I will simply launch the instances. So here we will select the PostgreSQL. Okay, the PostgreSQL I select. Then after here I will go down and I will give here a name database. Okay, database for app. Database for app. The username will be Postgres. Okay, so you have to copy the username, and I'm selecting a self-managed password. Okay, here I will give the password here. Okay, so I will give a password, something called just a minute. So I have just paste my password. Okay, so you make sure to take this password with you in a notepad. We need this in the configuration file. Like we have to put this detail in the configuration file. So we don't want that much of you can say compute. I will only select 20 GB. Okay, because it's a small you can say web application. Then here you can either connect it with the EC2 or not. I am not connecting this because we have two instances, right? So for the two instances, we can't connect to single because we want to connect it to the both instances. So I'm making it as it is. Then after I will make it access publicly. Okay, right now I'm making it access publicly. Okay, then after here you have some more options. So we will not go with all the options. At the top we will select the free tier. Okay, then we'll come at the last and we'll create a database. Okay, so while this database will get created, okay, it will take some time to create. So what we will do, it will take nearly about 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, so while it is getting creating, so we'll go here. Firstly, I will rename this as app1 and this to the app2. Okay, so that we can understand. I will connect the app1 first. Okay, so I will connect it from here. Connect. Uh, okay, we will connect it from the terminus. Okay, maybe it is not connecting. I have just copied the IP address. Okay, and I will share you my terminus screen. Sorry. So I just okay. So here I So sorry guys, there was some network interruption, so that's why I got left. Okay, so we put the EC2, the username, continue. Here I have to add the key. Okay, so the key was got downloaded in my local. So I will open the key in my notepad. Okay, in my notepad, and I will just copy the whole content of that key and I will paste here. Okay, I hope you understand this, guys. Here I will give something name, like whatever name I have to give, app server key. Okay, I will save this and I have successfully connected. Okay, I will do sudo -i to go to the root. Okay, so right now I am in the root. Okay, so I have to first install some packages related to the Git. Okay, firstly I have to install the Git, then I have to install some related packages. So firstly we will install the Git here. Okay, with the Git we can install, like we can clone our web app, right? Then after I will go again and I will install the pip and a driver called AWS Psycho PG2, which will help us to connect to the database from this instance. Okay, I will install these both packages. Okay, now we will clone our Git repo. Okay, so we have a Git repo. We will clone that. Just a minute. I will copy the command here. I will make it clear. Okay, so this is the command git clone. Okay, git clone. So it will be clone this repo. Okay, so this I will give you the URL of this repo so you can install the code. Okay, so what it will do, it will install the you can say code files which will require to run our web application. Okay, so here we have this in our username UAT CoreXtech. Okay, for the testing purpose account we have on the GitHub. Okay, in that we have created a repository called RDS Postgre project. Okay, so I'm installing that. Done. If you do ls, so you can able to see this RDS Postgre project. Okay, so the whole repo, or you can say a folder or a directory, is got installed, or you can say copied, cloned in our Linux server. Okay, so this is very good. You can say a practice to use multiple DevOps tools in your project. Okay, that will showcase your skills. Okay, like you have a lot of skills. So with the help of GitHub, we have installed it. We will go into this directory. Okay, RDS Postgre project. Okay, if you do ls, so this is the main configuration file app.py, and in the template, in this template directory, we have the requirements and we have the UI, you can say. Okay, like how it will work. Okay, like the index.html. So UI is created here, and our configurations, you can say, like how this app will work is defined into app.py. Don't worry guys, we have the Q&A at the last, so please hold on. We will clear your doubts as well, like if you have any doubt. So firstly we will do vi and go to this app.py, but before going into that, we must have to check our database is on active stage or not, right? So we'll check that first, like whether our RDS was available, like in available zone, available stage or not, right? So we'll check that. We'll go here, then in the RDS, we'll go in the RDS right now. Okay, so here you can see it is in available stage. Okay, so if I click here, and scroll down, you can see here an endpoint. Okay, this is the endpoint. So I will copy this endpoint. You can say this is a domain name to connect to this database. Okay, so I have copied the endpoint. Okay, and then I will come back to my terminus, and in the configuration file, I will change my database name. Okay, because in my GitHub repo, there was a older, or you can say a default database, which will not work with our case. Okay, we have just launched our new database, so the new endpoint was got generated. So I will remove this previous, you can say, uh, endpoint. I will paste my new endpoint. Okay. Also, I have given a different password, so I will remove this older password. Okay, and I will give the newer password. Okay, which we have set. So we have set CoreXtech underscore support -support. Sorry. So this password I have set. So I have given the password. Username was the default one. If you give your attention, so you might know the username was the same. Okay, Postgre port is 5432, and we change the endpoint and the password. Okay, I will simply save all the you can say changes. Okay, after doing all the changes, I will do cd/temp. Okay, so here we have to do something. Okay, like we have to install some requirement, you can say, packages. Okay, and some packages, you can say, okay, like Flask or all related packages are there. Okay, so we have to install. So either like instead of installing single packages, okay, like we have a 4 6 4 5 commands. So instead of doing that, we can run directly a script, right? So it's a better way to go with a smarter, you can say, way. Okay, so instead of going manually, we will do with a script. Okay, so firstly, what I will do vi, and I will do here script.sh. Okay, so I will go into a file. I will given a name as a script.sh, and I will simply copy paste here a script. Okay, what this script will do, this script will go into this directory templates, then it will install this. Okay, like pip install -r requirements.txt. So there is a file called requirement.txt. So whatever requirements are there for running our application, that will store there. Okay, additionally we have some more packages. Okay, so that will also get installed in a single script. Okay, so I will just save it. Okay, then for running any script, we need a execution permission. Okay, so if you do ls-l, so you might go here, and it will not have any type of execution permission. Okay, read write for owner, no execution permission, and for group and others, only the read permission. So we have to give a execution permission. Also, we don't want this script to be like open from anyone else. So what you can do, you can remove the permission of read as well from the group and others, and only give the read write execute permission to the root. So I will do chmod, okay, for changing the permissions 700. Okay, if you know the basics of Linux, you can understand this, why I given this. Okay, like for the owner, I have given full permissions with 7. Okay, for the others and for the group 00. For which file? For script.sh. Okay, if I run here ls-l, you can see the color was also got changed. Okay, so it's an executable file. So whatever the executable files are there, it will change your color into the green. Okay, so this is the executable file. Okay, you can see here it doesn't have the X here. Now it has the execution permission, and no permission for group and other. Okay, now we can run this script. So this is the way to run the script, // and the name of your script, and see, automatically all the packages or whatever we have the commands in the script, it's running. Okay, we can also do it directly manually, but I have to show you how you can do with the. Okay, it's always good practice to go with the script. Okay, so things are got installed. Okay, here we'll go into our directory. Okay, here we have this main, you can say, file. Okay, as I told you, the configuration file. So we have to this. So I will run Python 3 and app.py. Okay, so this command will start our application. Okay, run. So it's started. Okay, so guys, we'll see it from the front end. It's working or not. So I will share you the screen of our UI. So here, if we go to the instance section and if we copy our IP address and paste it here, guys, if you remember, we have like open a port of 5000. As I told you, it's a Python based application, right? So if I hit continue, so our application is open from the front end. You can see here, okay, like CoreXtech skills. So this is the code. So whatever the coding is there for making this application like visible, that code we have installed from the Git, right? GitHub. So I will simply enter here some details. So I will like put details here, team CoreXtech, and here I will give skills@CoreXtech.in. Country we will select India. Okay, so I will submit this. So it is giving like it's reloading. Why? Because one thing we have missed, guys, here, that is the security group. Okay, I always say networking is a very, very important thing in the DevOps and cloud field. Okay, so here what happened if you go in here? Okay, here you can see security group. Okay, if I click here, so you can able to see in the security group, this was that, okay, like default one. So if you click here and edit the inbound rule, so no rule is there for port 5432. Okay, that was a port to connect for our database. Okay, we also see it in the configuration file app.py. So we have to do the entry of it here, 5432. Now, who can connect this? Who can connect this? So we don't want this to connect from the outside world. So what we will do? We'll go here. So we have our default, you can say VPC, right? So this was the default VPC. So here, this is the IP. I will just copy the IP address. I will paste it here. So here I will give my VPC CIDR 0.0. I hope you know, guys, like what we are actually doing. This is the default VPC. If you have a confusion, I will show you. Okay, if you go to the VPC, I will open it in the new tab. If you go to the VPC service, so you can able to see here a VPC. Okay, so if you go your VPCs, so there is a default VPC here. Okay, there is a default VPC. If you scroll at the right, you can see this was the CIDR for our default VPC. So if you create a database, if you create a EC2 instance, so that will be getting created directly in your default VPC. If you didn't, you can say, given, like if you didn't edit that, okay, if you don't edit, by default, it will take a default VPC. So both our instances and database are in a default VPC. So we'll put this entry in our security group. Okay, we have done the entry. So whoever the person, whoever you can say, whoever the instance or a database which is comes under this VPC, all those will be able to connect with that database. Okay, I hope you understand. So here I will save this rule. Okay, I have saved the rule. I will click on submit. See, it was reloading. Like as soon as I like update my security group, you can see it got successfully stored. So our database is got connected. how you can check. So with our web app, like whatever code the developer has done from our side, so he also has make a database UI. Okay, get database. If you open the page, so you can able to see the data. Okay, like twice I have clicked. Okay, like at the previous I have clicked submit, and also I clicked just now. So that's why two entries was there. Okay, so guys, if I like give you, if I give you this, okay, I have just copied this URL. Okay, and I will give it in the chat box. Okay, so guys, please open this from your laptop and submit the form. So you can able to see how the data is getting stored here. Okay, if I reload this, see, the Sai Venkata has put the entry. Okay, if I reload this again, Salini and Parul has come with the form. Okay, reload, Sudeep Power has come. So whoever will fill that form, the database will be collected here. Okay, I hope you guys understand this. So as of now, we have done the things in a single instance. So we'll go back to our terminus, okay, and do the same thing. Okay, do the same thing. But before going there, we'll copy our IP address of the second instance. Okay, app2. Same thing we have to do there. I just copied the IP address. Now I will share my terminus. Okay, so here in the terminus, what we will do, we'll go here and we'll paste the IP address. Continue. Here I will put my username EC2-user. Continue. Continue. And key we have saved, right? This app server key. Save and continue. So this was the second server we have connected. Okay. Here I will clear the screen and I will increase the screen size, text size. Here also we have to do the same thing. Firstly, we have to install the Git, then the pip for the Python, and then with the pip we have to install the psychopg. So instead of running single command, what I will do, I will run 4 commands directly, because we want the same thing. Like I already explained you the things. So these 4 commands we will run: git install, pip install. With the pip we will install the psychopg2, and we will clone our repo from the git command. Okay, so we have installed. So if you do ls, so you can able to see the same thing, the RDS directory. So we'll do cd. Okay, so same repo we have clone here. Okay, so I will again open our app.py. Okay, here I will do the entry of my database endpoint. Okay, so I will again go to my RDS. You know that the endpoint. Okay, so I will again copy. Just a minute, guys. Okay, so I just copied that from the AWS console. Here we'll remove this. I will paste this. Okay, also password was the different one. Okay, so I will remove this and we will give our password which we have given to our database. Okay, the new database. So I just copied that. I will come here and I will paste the password. Okay, now we will save this, save the details. Okay, then I will do cd. I will come back. Okay, and we have to run that script. Okay, the same thing. So I will do first the control C. I will stop my application. I will do cd cat script.sh. Okay, so this is the script. Okay, I will just copy my script here. I will come here. The another way to put the content into a file, I will show you. This is the way you can also put the content. Okay, one arrow, then script.sh. Okay, script.sh. Okay, so echo was not there directly. They have started the command for installing. Okay, we have to give here we have to mention first that we are using this. Okay, what it calls. I forgot the command. Like we have to run first a command before using this in the echo. Okay, like whatever we are using. Like if you are using this, so before using this, we have to make sure we have to give a prompt. Like we have to run a command to tell the system that we are running it into the echo. Okay, like don't assume it as a command. Okay, I will tell you that later. So Control C. We'll do one thing. Directly we will run the commands. Okay, just a minute. Okay, directly we have installed the commands by running that. Okay, cd dot dot. I will come back to my RDS Postgre directory. Okay, if you do ls, we have our app.py. So I will run here Python 3 app.py. So our application is also got started from this instance. Okay, from both instance it's got started with the same, you can say, the database. So if you use both of your application, so the data will be stored in the same, you can say the VPC, sorry, the database. Okay, so firstly we will copy the IP address here. We will go to the instance section for the app2 especially. So for the app2, I will copy the IP address here. Here I will come and I will remove this colon 5000. Continue. So now this was also a server with a different web UI, but data will be stored as same. Okay, data will be stored same. Like if I give here data 2, okay, here we'll give skills@ CoreXtech.in and India. Submit. Okay, so data will got submit. Get data. See, we are doing the get data command. Like we are seeing the data from instance to app2, but data will be like it will be showing all the data. Okay, which is there in the database. So for both apps, we have the single database. So this much data was came. Okay, so that tells us like how many of you are present mentally here. Okay, so here we got a lot of applications, you can say the form field. Okay, so this is how we have done a first phase, you can say, for installing and setuping in our database. So like our application and set up the database. Okay, so the remaining phase, which is the load balancer, we will see that. Okay, so before going to that, we have to first differentiate our app1 and app2, right? So that we can understand like it's doing the load balance or not, right? Like in the both instances, same application is showing. So how we can differentiate, like it opens from instance 1 or instance 2, from app1 or app2. So for that, I will go to templates. Okay, so here, as I told you, index.html was there for showing the UI. So whatever UI you are seeing there in the front end, it will show you the name of the company, then it will show you please put some data and blah blah things. Okay, so that details it is showing you from this UI. Okay, so I will simply open the index.html. Here I will search CoreX. So here in my main body, we have this CoreXtech skills. At the down, we have demo form to connect with AWS IDs. Okay, so I will simply write here app1 space. Okay, I just done one thing. App1 I have written here. So I think instead of app1, I have to write here app2 because this was an app2. I think so. Like this server was a app2 server. So I will do a app2 and I will save the details. Okay, then we will simply again launch, like start our application. Okay, then I will come back to my app1. I will do cd RDS, then we'll go to templates. Here the screen. Here if you do ls, we also have the same thing. So I will do vi index.html. Here with the slash we will search anything, enter. So do we show you the first possible outcome? If you press n, second possible outcome, third, we find out our main body CoreXtech skills. Okay, here I will go to insert and I will give app1. Okay, we'll save this. Guys, please check from your end with the IP address which we have, like which I have given you, and raise your hand. It is working like with the app1. It is showing app1 there in the front end. Please raise up your hand. And with this second IP, is it showing the app2? Let us check from our side also. So I will share my screen. So here, if you go here and we'll reload this, so you can see this was the app2. Okay, I will simply open my new tab. For app1, we'll copy the IP address. Okay, simply paste here, colon 5000. So okay, so I didn't start my app. So I will also start my app1. Okay. Now you can check both app1 and app2 will be show with the different UI. Okay, app1 and this is app2. Okay, so we can differentiate with the like the load balancer, like app1 and app2. It's like dividing the load. Okay, I hope you understand. Now the last phase, we will go into the instance part. Here I scroll down, we have this load balancer. Okay, but before load balancer, we must have the target group. Like we have to create the target group first for doing further. Okay, so I will go here in a new tab. I will open it. So we don't have any target group. We'll create a target group. Okay, for instance we are creating, right? So it's selecting the instance. We give a name, web app target group. Okay, TG. Here I will select the TCP, the protocol, because we don't have, our application is running into the AT HTTP. We are running in a custom port called 5000. Okay. Then after, in the same VPC, the default VPC, scroll down. Health check. This thing you have to, like, you can keep this. Okay. Next, two instances we have, right? So both instances we will select and we will include this into our target group. Okay, so both are included. Next, okay, so with the same VPC for the port 5000, we have this both instances we have added in the target group. Okay, we will create a target group. Now in the target group we have created. Okay, I will select this target group. I will go to the action and we'll associate this target group to a new load balancer. Okay, so I will click on load balancer. Here we'll give a load balancer name. So we'll give web app ELB. Okay, that is the elastic load balancer. Then after here we can select the availability zone. So make sure you have to go into your networking and you have your you can say the subnet. Okay, C and B we will select. Okay, so you have you have to give that target group. Okay, we have given a target group. We go in upper side, we will create a new security group. Okay, we'll create a new security group. Launch wizard. Okay. We will create a new security group first. Here we will create a new security group. We'll give a name ELB SG. Okay, so in the same default VPC, so we'll add some rules here in the inbound. So what rule we want? So we want of 80. Okay, we want 80 because our you can say load balancer will open in at 80 port. Okay, it will open at 80 port. So I will simply allow all. So we create a security group. Then after we'll again go to our section. Here I will reload this and I will select this one security group. Okay, ELB SG, which we created just now. Here at which port it will going to listen on 80. Okay, TCP. Then where like it has to put the traffic. It will put the traffic on target group. This one. Okay, web app TG. In this target group, we already mentioned 2 instances, right? Then after, we'll scroll down and we will create this load balancer. So we have created a load balancer. I will go to the section of load balancer. It is in under provisioning. It may take a minute to come into the active. Okay. Still it is in provisioning. So we have this database. Okay. So in a single database, we have connected both our instances. Okay. You can do a lot of things with this database. Like you can change the backup policies. You can take the snapshot of this database. You can convert it into the multi-AZ. You can make the blue-green deployments. Maybe in our next, you can say the workshop, we will discuss about the blue-green deployments. Okay. We'll check in active or not. Still it is provisioning. If we click here and if you go to the resource map, so you can able to see how exactly it's going to connect, like the UI, like how it will work. Okay, so all the traffic will come into this with the port 80 and it will be moved to this target group. With this target group, the target group will divert the traffic to these 2 instances. Okay, so this is the, you can say, the mechanism of the architecture. So it is in the active stage. Okay, you can see the status. So here, if you scroll down, you can able to see here a DNS name. Okay, I will simply copy this DNS name. I will go back, like I will open a new tab. I will just paste the DNS name. Okay, enter, continue. So guys, you can able to see app1 here. If you reload, so you can see app2. Okay, app1, app2 you can see. So I will give this in your chat, so you can reload and check how load balancer is working. So whenever the requests are coming, like if you reload, you are sending a new request. Okay, it means that you are sending a new request. So it will load balance the request. Okay, few requests it will put on the app1, few requests it will put on app2. Okay, if you fill the form from either, that will work. Same application we have on app1 and app2. Just for showing you, we have changed that small, you can say a text called app1 and app2. Okay, but in a real world scenario, same applications will be deployed in many instances for load balance, and data is collected in a single database, or you can also have multiple database according to the requirements of the client. But a simple architecture will be like this. Okay, so I hope you guys understand what we have done and how the things work. And this is a very, very important and a practical industry relevant, you can say, workshop we have taken, we have shown you.